was just at a conference this last week and they were talking about AI, and people think it's going to replace people. It's not going to replace, but it's changing how we play the game. Very similar, I'm sure, in your 9-year professional career, things changed within that 9 years than when you came in, probably as that rookie season. Would you not agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Or which part we asking about, basketball or AI?
Nope. Let's talk about basketball here. I want to see
Yeah,
what was some of them things you had to learn. Though let's apply it, but we'll
yeah.
apply it to business. What did you have to learn in basketball from your rookie year till that ninth year of in your career?
Well, the biggest thing is, and it's funny because I was just watching some old Michael Jordan videos this morning. But when it comes to playing a sport, there's a reason why sports they call sports a young man's game, because your prime years of athletic ability are usually in your 20s into maybe a couple years into your 30s, and then after that you start to lose it. And it's not like when you're 35, it's not like you're old. But in the sports world, you are old because you're not quite as quick. You can't jump quite as high. The endurance may not be as good. So you have to adjust your game and your performance to make up for what you start to lack relative to your competition physically. So you can't jump over everybody anymore, but you can now replace with your mind what you can no longer do with your legs. So
Yes.
that's one of the adjustments you have to make as an athlete. And that applies in every single sport. This is the reason why most athletes by the age of 40, they're already out of a career. Again, usually that's pretty young. 40 years old is pretty young relatively, but in the sports world, that's ancient because again, you got to be young to be successful at the pro level of a sport.
Yeah. And I think it's true in business. We have a lot more
Mm.
energy early in our business. Most people get in their 20s, 30s, not everyone, but you have a lot more energy. In them first 5 or 10 years, you're creating it. So you're really energized. But for some of our business owners, they've been in 15 or 20, and now they're seeing all this change. And they have this mental block that says, oh, I don't want to get an AI or don't want to do this with my business, but we have to change to the time. So to me, it applies. What you went through, it may have been your skill set, and part of his age is it declined, but also in business that declines because sometimes we're not willing to change. And I think that really sets me up great for my next question I had for you, is really thinking about how does that mental toughness, it's of course, you've already shared that, how important it is in sports, but how can we apply that to our business and life to get that same mental toughness?